We began development of the SC-13E about 4 years ago, and the past 2 years have been spent in earnest working hard to develop this and flesh out the idea from concept to finished product. We viewed this project as an opportunity to really fill a void in the marketplace, in the guitar market, where we felt that there really wasn't a perfect option for the guitarist who wants to take one guitar to the gig, to play acoustic guitar and also have the access and the high register and the playability and comfort to play the electric guitar parts that they might want to play and not have to bring several guitars to one show.
We've always been really rooted in traditional body shapes. So as we were working on this shape, we really wanted to put something out there that would stand the test of time. Something that would look good not only today, but will look good 100 years from now.
Fred Green came into my office with this sketch that he was playing around with for a while. And he said, "What do you think about this?" And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. I love the shape of it. And we started thinking about how we can incorporate that sketch into something tangible. Because the shape of the body is so different, we had to rethink what was possible.
As we were testing out and proving out some of the concepts and ideas for this guitar, we tried a bunch of different neck profiles. And it turns out that this system that we've come up with here, with this sort of swell in the palm to really fit your hand very nicely, and then to rotate as you go up the neck, really helps a lot, especially for that high fret access in the upper register.
The other aspect of it is we also discovered that a thinner fingerboard has a profound effect on playability. That started the thinking process of, okay, now that we have a modular design of a guitar neck and the dovetail is able to be used, now how do we make it more accessible, where you can now play all the way up to the 20th fret? Comparing it to more traditional cutaways with our brand, other brands, you come into a point where your hand hits the heel of the neck, and also because the heel needs support, you crash into the side of the guitar body. So with this new design of a linear dovetail joint, we were able to get that part scooped away.
We wanted something, if you wanted to just strum it and you're a singer-songwriter and you just wanted to play it, it would sound great. It would still project. It would still give you everything you wanted, a very balanced sound. But if you wanted to go a little crazy, if you wanted to be experimental, now you could actually do it. You could actually get to pieces of the guitar that you could never get to before. And that was exciting for the team to work on.
Because of the shape of the body, it really was a challenge to figure out how to get the best tone out of the guitar. And Josh Parker, who's in our R&D group, he runs a sound room. They're able to take the sound of the guitar, get it into a computer, and analyze what it's doing in a very graphical way, so we can kind of see what's going on.
We tested this guitar both acoustically and amplified, because it's kind of supposed to bridge the gap between an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar. So one of the things we were going for was that more like loud rock and roll, maybe lead playing type of instrument. So what we noticed when we started cranking it up was that the shape of the body is in itself kind of a feedback reducer. Feedback resistance is really important, especially in like a live setting. You know, this guitar is meant to be played loud in front of large groups of people, perhaps throw some effects pedals in front of it. You really don't want any unwanted noise when you're doing that. I would say this instrument really started to come together when we struck that balance between playability and tone.
We needed to take what we learned from our prototyping and then transition that to manufacturing. One of the key personnel in that transition is Mark Bickert.
My involvement in this SC-13 was to be the project manager, working with the different departments to figure out what we need for gauges, for tooling, fixturing, specifications, and the processes. That challenge was difficult, but it was also rewarding because as a team, we did come together in the end, and we have a really well-built, new design guitar that will be part of our lineup.
The beauty of the SC-13 is really in its simplicity in a lot of ways. An acoustic guitar that just has more capabilities than most of what's out there.
I think with this model we really struck a great balance between tradition and innovation, which is something that we strive for anyway. So combining, classical tonal characteristics with the ability to adjust action is something that you might not see out there every day, but it's super beneficial to have.
I think for me the most exciting part of this is seeing everything that went into it coming to fruition and being able to play the guitar and just have that feeling like I can do things on this guitar I can't do on my normal acoustic. And it kind of blurs the line a little bit between, some of the electric stuff I like to do and the acoustic things. So now it's one of my favorite guitars at the moment.